It's ding.
It's ding. I'm so surprised by my front camera being so good quality.
I don't know. I was about
Hail Satan.
to say, when you join two tables,
Yeah.
this is what I was about to do, and then I just
Stopped.
my thread got
happened?
blocked.
Okay.
I'm saying, how can you? No. No.
So right now we're planning the slides for the Icy Hack kickoff. Some funny bits going on. In the slides, when explaining the roles, right? Tiger is definitely a part of Tiger. Wait, this is an even better shot. Hey,
Andy,
look!
what is going on? What is going on right now?
Whoa. Before we dive into all of that, let's have a bit of a background check. What exactly is Icy Hack? Icy Hack is a hackathon, which is basically an event where you spend 24 hours coding away and making something cool at the end of it. It takes place over a weekend. We usually do it during spring term. Icy Hack is organized by Imperial's Department of Computing Society, aka DoCSoc. Those of you who may not know, I've been treasurer of DoCSoc for the academic year of 19 to 20, which means I'm still in the role. It's the largest student-run hackathon in the UK. I think it might be one of the largest hackathons in the UK, period. The earliest documentation we could find was 2012 for the first official Icy Hack, which would make Icy Hack 20 the 9th edition. It's been going on for the better part of last decade. My role this year was lead organizer. I wasn't the only lead organizer, but I was overseeing a ton of different things. Just insane, because you have stuff to do with branding, hacker experience, the finance team to deal with like sponsorship and stuff, because honey, things cost money. Logistics, which is basically just running all these calculations to see whether things that we're trying to do can actually work. Now, since Icy Hack 20 has gone by from when I'm filming this, but it's still gonna go on in the series, how will this hackathon be any different from previous ones? Well, for one, I'm in charge. We have a more structured team system this year. We have a dedicated person assigned to judging and prizes. The judging and prizing meeting always takes 6 hours, and there's no way we're gonna have 15 people stay on campus until 11 PM just for that discussion to happen. Now, I'm also making this to help our new role, which is the large events and hackathons coordinator. Mainly because there's so much stuff that goes on in Icy Hack, like hell, I've even forgotten half of it already. And it's not even been 3 months. So I hope you're well acquainted with what you have to know, and let's get back to where we were.
It's warm in here.
It is warm in here. Nice databases. I should be doing work, but can't be asked. Just a little flex here. So I also did help out at Icy Hack 19, which was the year before this, and I opened up the opening ceremony, which was really, really cool. So the time is currently 9:32 and I just had dinner. The kickoff meeting went really well. We have a lot of volunteers who are willing to help. Yeah, I'm really excited about how it's going so far. We have a colour, we have a lot of publicity in gear and ready to go, and I think as we're starting the organisation earlier, it's going to be a lot less stressful than it was last year, which means I'll have more time to vlog. Now, I did say that I'd be vlogging a bit more, and by a bit more I'd be vlogging kind of, because things take time and it doesn't matter how early you start prepping, things get in the way. You get coursework, you get exams coming in, you get people lazing off their roles because of course like no one wants to start preparing that early. Early prep is a lie. It's not going to be any less stressful. So here we have our Icy Hack channel, and then this is the Twitter, which looks absolutely gorgeous.
So it's sea green, which looks kind of greeny bluey on the screens, but it is like a bit more on the green side than it is blue. Then we also have the save the dates published on Instagram. Look how cute this is. It goes, and then save the dates. 8th to 9th Feb. Let's go.
Now, of course, I couldn't spend all my time just focusing on IC Hack. So a lot of autumn term was just spent on doing a bit of IC Hack and doing a bit of my degree. So the footage that you'll see is some of the coursework that I had due. So we had a robot to build and program to run to different areas of the maze. We also had a thick with 3 C's type systems coursework, which I spent 3 all-nighters on.
Skipping a birthday, but at the same time,
Now, one thing that's really good about studying at Imperial is that you have the option to take something that is completely outside of the scope of your degree, and you can do that for credit in some years. So in my degree, I can only take non-STEM stuff for credit in my 3rd and 4th year, and I've been doing Korean for 3 years. And this is the first time that I was taking it for credit. There is me getting ready to swatch my makeup instead of doing my 2nd Korean coursework. Sometimes you just need a bit of me time to, you know, wind down and just do your own thing because you can't be working all the time. Now, apart from courseworks, I also had exams at the end of term, which meant that I couldn't do anything IC Hack or DoCSoc related during that time because, of course, I'm going to be focusing on my exams. I had a ton of footage of me lip-syncing to the songs I was listening to because that was too cool to get TikTok during that time, obviously. So instead, I am going to take this time to do a little musical cut because music is food for the soul. And if you understand what kind of music someone was listening to during that time, you can kind of understand what mindset they were in. Let's get a little sneak peek into Andy's brain. I'm not going to play any of these songs because I don't want this video to be demonetized. I'm not even monetized right now. I have 10 subscribers and 75% of those are my friends. So listen to Spark by Taeyeon. We also have Hip by Mamamoo, that's a funky one. Lion by G-Idol, Flower Shower by Hyuna, Money, Blooming, Reflection, Begin, Lavian Rose, Lips on Lips, Checklist by Max, I love Max, Ooh Ooh by Dia, and Super Love by Tanash. I recommend listening to those two one after the other, mainly because they sound very similar. Let's not forget Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. During that time I went from really K-poppy bubblegum to a bit more reflective music with the Wings album, then just rediscovering Max. It's the only footage that I am willing to keep from all of my lip syncing videos.
It's Wednesday, uni's been off 5 days, and all I've done for IC Hack is automate contract generation. There's a lot of work left to do.
When I say that there were a lot of things left to do, there were a lot of things left to do. We had to design and order swag, contact companies for sponsorships, go through last year's event retro and figure out what went well, what we could have done better, and focus on improving those aspects. We still hadn't had the judging and prizes meeting, and my most important task, submitting the event budget for this. In our student union, we need an approved event budget in order to run an event. I'd say that was the most important task during this point that I had to do. With that, we conclude episode 1 of this however long series, and I hope you'll stick around to see what else goes on because winter term is quiet compared to what goes on the month before the hackathon.